Morning students. Today we will discuss about the combination of EMF, combination of cells. We have already discussed Kirchhoff's law and a lot of things we have discussed. And in that we have discussed that if we go from positive to negative, then we have to take plus EMF. If we are going from negative to positive, then we have to take minus EMF. EMF as minus. You can take just opposite to that also. I have already told different teachers will tell you the different technique or different books will give you the different way of writing. Suppose this I have taken plus IR and this opposite to current I have taken minus IR, then you are taking opposite to that this rule. Suppose in some book if it is given that plus to minus is follow potential, take minus, then this will be plus. Clear? If you are taking this as minus, this as plus, then you have to take this one as minus, this one as plus. You have to make opposite of that. So it depends on you what rules are you are following, but the result will always same. Now today we will discuss that if the cells are combined in series or in parallel, then what will be the change in the what will be the equation for net EMF and what will be the equation for net internal resistance. Clear? So first we will talk about series combination. We will take only two cells in the initial and then we will generalize it. Suppose two cells are there and they are combined in series in the same polarity. First we will talk of same polarity and then opposite polarity. Means minus plus. In this way, if the cells are connected, means they are connected in same polarity. If you will reverse the polarity, you will connect here minus and here plus, then there will be some change. We will discuss that. Let this cell has EMF E1, this cell has EMF E2. Now, of course, this will connected to some network. This is connected to some network. Clear? Now, from that network, suppose current is going from this positive terminal and coming from here. We are supposing that if the current is coming from E2 or E1, current is going and it is coming in this direction from the network. Current is entering in the cells. Remember student that when cells are connected in series, current remains same. Current remain same in series combination of cells. Current remains same. So whatever current is flowing through E1, that will pass through E2 and it will come here. And you can see this both cells are in the single branch. That's also we have discussed that in branch current is same. Okay. Suppose this cell has internal resistance R1 and this cell has internal resistance R2. Generally internal resistance are taken here. This is R2 and this is R1. Okay. Now current is flowing like this. Here also I, here also I. Now suppose this is the point A and this is the point B. Now if I will ask what is the potential difference between A and B? Of course current is flowing in this direction. So VB and VA, VB will at higher potential, VA will be at lower potential, because current always flow from high potential to low potential. So this will give you the negative ripple. Suppose VA minus VB is magnitude is V here, but we know that the B point is at higher potential and A is at lower potential, so it will be minus V. Magnitude of A minus B or B minus A is V, but because it is highest and this has lower value, it will be minus V. Okay. Now you have to tell me the potential drop across this cell when current pass from negative to positive. When you are going from negative terminal to positive terminal, you have to take EMF as minus E1. Now we are going in this direction, in the direction of current, so IR in the direction of current plus, so it is plus I R1. Clear? Now again from negative to positive, minus EMF, and in the direction of current, potential drop minus, in the direction of current plus. Now if you take common, you can see that the potential difference between A, B, better to write the potential difference, only the magnitude I am writing, minus will cancel out. So if you take minus common, this is E1 and from this is E2, from here E2, and when you are taking minus common, this will become plus, this will become minus, and this will also become minus. So this is formula like this: E1 plus E2 minus I R1 plus R2, equation 1. Now if you remember the terminal voltage formula, then how we write terminal voltage? V is equal to E equivalent minus I R equivalent. In this way we were writing the formula for terminal voltage. This is equation 2. Now comparing 1 and 2. Comparing 1 and 2. So here it is terminal voltage, here also terminal voltage. Now what is E equivalent? That is E1 plus E2. And what is the net equivalent internal resistance? R1 plus R2. So what we have concluded that if the cells are connected in series, then the net EMF, what will be the net EMF? You have to add the EMF of all the cells. Yeah. Now, if the cells are connected in series, then what will be the total equivalent internal resistance? You have to add them. You have to add all of them. So you can easily tell, suppose we have n cells, 1, 2, dot dot n cells, and each has internal resistance R, each has EMF E. So what will be the total EMF? Total EMF E plus E plus E plus n times, that is n into E, and total internal resistance n into R. Here. So in this way, if this is the total EMF, this is the total internal resistance, so you can easily tell the current flowing through the circuit if these are connected to some external resistor. Pause the screen and note down all the things. Suppose there are n cells, all are connected n cells in a single row, each has EMF E, internal resistance R. If this combination is connected to some external resistor R, so what will be the current through the circuit? Clear? So you have to write the equivalent of these all cells, EMF and the internal resistance. So what is the equivalent EMF? N into E. Just now we have derived. And what is the equivalent internal resistance? N into R, and this is connected to external resistor R. So what will be the current? Current is total EMF by total resistance, R plus N R. So in this way, if the cells are combined in series, then you can find the total EMF and total internal resistance. Now, we will move to parallel combination. We must write the rule that plus to minus we have taken in this way, minus EMF and minus to plus EMF, and then this product IR in the direction of current plus IR, and opposite to the current minus IR. So this rule we will apply again, Kirchhoff's rule. Suppose the cells are connected in parallel like this, two cells, and they have internal resistance R1, R2, cells EMF E1, E2. They are connected to some circuit, whatever it may be. Suppose the current entering to that parallel combination of the cell is I from any outside source. Suppose total current coming is I. Now all of you know that when there is junction, that current divides. Suppose the current divides like this, I1 will go in this side and I2 will go in this side. Now applying junction rule here at this point, what you are writing the equation? Total current entering is equal to total current leaving. This is equation 1. Now this I2 current will come here at this junction, this I1 current will come here, I1, I2, and again they will combine and become I. Okay. Now let the point be A and B. Again, if you are writing the potential difference between point A and point B, point A and point B, VA minus VB. Of course, this is greater, so this is minus of the magnitude. Whatever magnitude we are giving, suppose 2 volt, then you will always get VA minus VB as minus 2 volt. That's why I am writing minus the magnitude. Now, when it will come like this, you can see we are going in the direction of current, plus IR. What is the current here? I1. What is the resistance here? R1. Now from minus to plus, if we are going from minus to plus, then here something correction is there. This will be plus, this will be minus. I have taken that rule. You can take according to your which rule you are following. So from minus to plus, if I am taking minus EMF E, that is E1, and the potential drop, first the potential drop we have to write. Current is I1, resistance is R1. Now in the direction of current plus IR, so it is plus I1 R1. Now minus to plus, minus EMF E1. Take minus common, so V is equal to E1 minus I1 R1. So if you are writing the same equation in different form, so it is E1 minus V, and this is I1 into R1. Sorry, small r we have denoted as internal resistance, small r. Now from here you can calculate I1 is equal to E1 minus V by R1. This is equation 1. Sorry, this is equation 2. Now, again we will calculate the potential difference between point A and B in this direction, in this path. So, as you know, these two paths are parallel to each other, so the potential difference in magnitude will be same. So, when you are calculating from this path through cell E2, then again VA minus VB will be equal to minus V. Magnitude will be same. And if you are going in this direction from those sides, both will get negative. Now, in this path, we are going in this direction, so I2 R2 in the direction of current is plus IR. So it is plus IR. EMF minus to plus, I have taken minus E2. This is minus V. So if you take common minus, so E2 minus I2 R2. This is equation 3. Now put the value of I1 and I2 from equation 2 and 3. So what you will get? Total current is equal to E1 minus V by R1, E1 minus V by R1 plus E2 minus V by R2. Here, now I am omitting this one. Already we have got the equation, so no need to write this one now. So if I take common E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 and V common, so this is V by R1, V I have already taken common. So what will be left here? 1 by R1. Here it is V by R2 minus V already I have taken. So here it will be 1 by R2. Now divide both sides by by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Actually, why we are doing this? We have to bring in the standard form that V is equal to E minus IR. In this form we have to bring. So because V has coefficient 1, so we have to make it 1. That's why I have divided with this one. So this 2 are same, so it will become 1. So if you are dividing 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, this will become 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. And this will become V. Now, if you will solve this equation, bring V in this side. So you will get V is equal to E minus IR. I am bringing in this side. V is equal to this whole you have to write. If you are able to solve, then you can see if you take LCM of this one, first the numerator. So it will be E1, LCM is R1 R2. Here it is E1 R2 plus E2 R1. Now in denominator, again LCM R1 R2. And here R2 plus R1, or you can write R1 plus R2. Denominator is same. This you can cancel out. Denominator of both the fraction is same. That's why I have cancelled. And if you will bring this side, V you have brought in this side, I by this one you have to bring in this side. So it will become minus I. R1 R2 will go in the numerator and R2 plus R1 will be here. So this you are getting, and we will proceed from here only. So I am omitting this one. All the works of this is completed. Now you see, V is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2. This is one form, minus I into This is R1 R2 R1 plus R2. So you can compare this student. This is equation, suppose any equation you can write here. This is suppose third. You can match the number given to the equation. If it is not correct, you can correct. With this equation, if you are comparing E equivalent minus I R equivalent. So what you are getting here? What will the equivalent resistance? In place of equivalent resistance, you can see that it will be E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. And what is R equivalent? R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So if you remember that what is the net equivalent of two resistors in parallel, this is formula of that. So you can write the same formula as 1 by R equivalent 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So what result we are getting from this? What is happening in parallel combination? You try to understand. In parallel combination, I have written this formula for two cells. If you will ask that if there are more than two cells, so how we can apply the formula? So remember student that if the cells are more than two and their EMF are different, you cannot apply this formula, or there is no formula for equivalent resistance of cells whose EMF are different and they are combined in parallel. Yes, for same EMF, suppose same EMF E, if they are connected in parallel, then there is formula. EMF is E. So n times. If they are connected n times in parallel. So what will the formula? For that we have the formula for two cells. Suppose first we will derive for two. 1, 2. Internal resistance, all are same. It is also R, it is also R. It is also E, it is also E. So you can see the formula for two cells. E into R, E into R, R plus R, 2ER by 2R. So you can see student that if there are two cells, then equivalent EMF will be EMF of one cell. If there are more than two cells, then also this comes true. If there are n times, so net EMF is equal to EMF of one cell, that is E. It will not change. Okay. Now internal resistance. Internal resistance you can see for two cells, R equivalent for two cells, both have internal resistance R, then what is happening? Half R by 2 means if two cells are connected in parallel, then their equivalent internal resistance is same as that of parallel combination resistor. So this formula you can see, if you are writing 1 by R equivalent 1 by R plus 1 by R, you will get R equivalent as R by 2. If there are three cells, 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R means you have to apply the equation of resistor connected in parallel in case of internal resistance. There will be no change. Whatever formula you have read in combination of resistor for parallel, the resistor formula will be applied here. Clear? And in series also the resistor for internal resistance formula will be applied. Only in EMF in series the net EMF is addition of all. In parallel always you will see that the question is given for same EMF of cell. All the cell having same EMF. So what will the equivalent? That is EMF of one cell, that is E. So this is about combination of cells in parallel. Now the last is mixed combination. Mixed. Mixed means suppose n cells are there, they are connected in series, and in this way they are connected in series. Again n cells, each having internal resistor R. N cells, all having EMF E, all having internal resistance R. This also EMF E, internal resistance R, and here also N cells. Now this type of, suppose M rows are there, maybe 2 rows, maybe 3, maybe 4, we are not concerned about that, we have to derive the formula for that. If this is connected to, suppose, some external resistor R, then we have to find the formula for current also. That's why I have drawn the diagram. First, we have read that if there is series combination, then what will be the net EMF? Addition of all. So E plus that is n times. So what will be the EMF of these cells? N into E. Now if resistor are connected in series, R plus n times, N into R. This is for one row. Clear? Now for second row, same, NE, NR. This type of M rows are there, and they are connected to external resistor R. So current will come and pass through this. We have to derive the current also, and what is the condition for maximum current. Now you see students, all cells are connected in parallel. So what will be the net EMF? Net EMF will be EMF of single cell. So what will be the net EMF for all these cells? M rows. In M rows, NE cell, NE, M rows are connected in parallel. So what will be the net EMF? We have just derived that net EMF in parallel combination is the EMF of single one, if they are all equal. We have seen all are equal. So net EMF is N into E. Net internal resistance. What will be the net internal resistance? Just now we have derived internal resistance. You have to find the net in the same way as the parallel combination of resistor. So you can find in this way also, 1 by NR plus 1 by NR. This is M times. M rows are there, so it will repeat M times. So this is M by NR. So what is R equivalent? NR by M. This is this. So we have derived formula for net equivalent resistance and net EMF. Now for current, for this current I am omitting this. Now this has no use. So what will the condition for current? Net EMF by total resistance. This is external resistance R, and this is NR by internal resistance, this one. Remember student, if there is only one resistor, you have to write R. If more than one, then you have to write here R equivalent. Clear? So I am deriving for one, but in numerical when it will come, you have to write for R equivalent. And this is small r equivalent. Actually this formula is R equivalent plus internal resistance equivalent. Now for maximum current, I am writing the same equation in different way. M will go here. M, if you are taking LCM, it will come in the denominator and ultimately go here. So this will become MR plus NR. Now for current to be maximum, what is the condition? For current to be maximum, this denominator MR plus NR should be minimum. Minimum value, if the denominator is minimum, then the fraction became maximum. Okay. Now you can see, we can write MR plus NR like this, root under MR plus root under NR. this whole square, this whole square. Square root, then squaring, it will not affect. We can write the same thing. This is a square plus b square. So I have written a square plus b square form. Why? So that I can write this as a minus b whole square plus 2ab. All this formula you have read in class 10 maths, so no need to explain. So this a square, a is root under mr, this square, b is root under nr, is equal to a minus b whole square plus 2ab. Now see this thing, this is actually mr plus nr. This value is of mr nr. We have to make mr plus nr minimum, this as minimum, this as minimum. For this to be minimum, this, what will be the value of this square, that we have to think, because these are constant, all are constant, we have to not concerned of this. This will always have fixed value, but this mr plus nr, root under mr minus root under nr, this will decide the value of this one. For minimum, you can see, if this is greater, then it will have some positive value, square of that positive value, you will get some positive value. If this is less also, this will, you will, magnitude will not change, but minus sign will here, but when you will square, again you will come, again you will see, you will get some value. But when mr minus nr is equal to 0, whole square is 0, so it means if this is 0, you can see this will be the minimum value. You have to think yourself, this will be have minimum value. So root under mr is equal to root under nr, means mr is equal to nr, means r is equal to nr by n. So we have started from this, how to make this as minimum. We get into condition for minimum r external must be nr by m. What is nr by m? You can see r equivalent is nr by m. So it means this external resistance is equal to, what is this? Net internal resistance. Here, so this you can write in your copy, that for maximum current, external resistance equivalent must be equal to internal resistance equivalent. Total internal resistance must be equal to the external resistance. It may be 1, it may be equivalent of this. Always you have to write the equivalent. If it is one resistor, only write R is equal to R equivalent. More than one, total external resistance must be equal to total internal resistance. So that's about the combination of cell, and you must revise this whatever I have told. Then we will get into the numericals of this and related to Kirchhoff's law also, and we will solve lot of questions related to that. That's all in this class. Thank you.